Hey everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scope for the 2nd of September. So today we've got the moon void, of course. This is when some astrologers say that you should put off important things, but the more that I delve into this void, of course, don't really subscribe to it. But, as this is a holistic podcast, I try and include everything. So if you want to know more about it, check out the separate audio that I've done for it. Because as I've studied, and I'm always learning, even though I've been studying astrology for over 20 years now, what I love about it is that I can spend every minute of my waking life learning about it and never know it all. So that really kind of turns my little mind on that I can never, know it all. So, but I can always learn more stuff. So the aspects symbolically are always, the planets are always sort of symbolically aspecting with each other. And we have to remember that in the sky, when we talk about aspects in astrology anyway, the planets aren't actually, squaring each other and all of that. It's how we as astrologers do mathematical calculations and sort of interpret the symbology, so we can help people who are into astrology like you and I live our best lives. Because some people, they get life through science or technology, and there's more people that get it through astrology, psychology and stuff. So all this information that I talk about can be found out from, say, a technological aspect or scientific aspect. But if you're like me, we're crazy about astrology and we actually are more in tune with that vibration. So yeah. On the positive side, Mercury's counterpower to Mars helps us be more mentally flexible and assertive. It can give us the chance to be more sharper in our intellect and promotes effective communication. Also encourages us to take bold actions in pursuing our goals and be more determined. So I forgot to say, this aspect came in on the 21st of August. It's strongest on the 2nd of September and will be leaving on the 9th of September. So on the positive side, as I said, it can make us more determined, but negatively it can lead to us being impulsive or aggressive in our behaviour if we don't use it appropriately. So it's important to watch out for becoming too argumentative or hasty in our decision making or being judgmental. So holistically, this highlights the importance of mindful communication, thinking before we speak and stuff, and being more assertive in achieving our goals as well, and using our rational mind to take decisive action and thinking before we act as well. Psychologically, this energy can make us feel more urgent about expressing ourselves directly and being more honest, prompting us to speak our truth more confidently. But it's important to strike a balance between assertiveness and aggression, as this can make things just get out of hand and us argue with each other, and this is not what it's all about. So to use this energy positively, we can do anything that involves problem solving, brainstorming and learning new skills. It's favourable for engaging in debates and discussions that require assertiveness and quick thinking, but also just make sure that you express your opinions, listen to other people's opinions, and try and keep the debates friendly and not as heated as they could be if we were coming in from a stance of my way's right and your way's wrong. Try and find a middle ground. And also, any task that demand focused attention and you being more determined, so whether you've got a project you've been putting off for a long time, this energy can help you start it and continue it as well. And if you just try and work on being a bit more self-aware and mindful at this time, this can help you avoid conflicts as well. Taking time to think before you speak, as I said earlier, and considering alternative opinions and perspectives can lead to more productive communication. Because if we keep on thinking one side's right and wrong, even though in some terms, yes, we all know hurting others is wrong, so that's the truth, but then there's always nuances where we don't live in a perfect way. And I'm not saying that hurting people is always wrong, but at times there are explanations for doing so, and this doesn't mean it's justified, and if you take a human life and stuff you should always kind of be, you know, punished for that. But it's thinking about the ways that we punish people, because, you know, the prison system really isn't really changing people, and that's what it's about. It's about wanting to change society. We have to change the people that make up society in effective ways, and thinking about systems that can help us change our lives and the world in more productive ways that limit crimes instead of, you know, blaming each other and stuff like that. So it's important to just think about how we use our speech and the ways that we can use it to harm or use it to, you know, heal and bring together. Content creators can use this energy to, you know, unleash witty combats and explore the art of persuasive speech, and words can really pack a punch right now because of Mars's fiery energy, so we have to watch out for being aggressive, but it's good to be a bit playful and mischievous with it, talking about pranks and practical jokes and exploring the art of clever deception, which can be good because, you know, talking about how people can come across as being telling the truth in their content, but they're actually using, you know, comedy and stuff to hide the truth of what they're actually saying, or being harmful in a jokey way, but also how comedy can also bring out, you know, allow us to explore harsh and deep subjects in a playful way, and also talking about the clever art of deception and talking about technology and gadgets in a more kind of light-hearted ways, and how we can, you know, sort of like be more peaceful, giving strategies of how we can be more peaceful in the way that we talk to each other, and also, you know, just maybe doing some spin and technology and gadgets and the frustrations that we all experiences when using digital devices such as autocorrect fails and the never-ending software updates that our phones and computers can kind of get us in. Just funny compared to, like, kind of, you know, light-heartedly talk about topics that we all experience every day, so it can kind of, you know, make us see that we're all connected, and despite our belief systems we all experience things like, you know, technology failures and have the same sort of frustration and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the daily scope for the 2nd of September.